If you have a late model Ford diesel truck and have an itch for better towing or just raw horsepower, Turbonetics offers both a turbo and intercooler upgrade to help quench your thirst. Turbonetics has been designing turbos and turbo systems for nearly 30 years to keep popular late model vehicles spooled up. For tuning on this turbo upgrade, we turned to Diablosport for a custom tune designed specifically for our diesel torque monster. The last addition to the system is an AEM air intake. In this video, we are going to cover the installation of the Turbonetics Turbo and huge intercooler upgrade, plus a tune install and dyno test while using a Diablosport Predator handheld tuner. The heart of the kit is the Turbonetics full ball-bearing 61mm turbo that will produce up to an aggressive 700 foot-pounds of torque and 500 horsepower with up to 40 psi of boost through the 6-litre Power Stroke diesel. The intercooler is a huge 3.5-inch thick bar and plate core with polished end tanks that not only fits perfectly with the welded tabs, but helps drop intake air temperatures an additional 150 degrees with a minimal 1 psi pressure drop. Additionally, the intercooler comes with a polished charge pipe and couplers. The first thing we needed to do was get the F-350 onto our dyno jet for some baseline numbers. The stock 6-litre put out 190 horsepower and 333 foot-pounds to the rear wheels. Now it was time to get under the hood. Though the kit is a bolt-on system, the installation requires careful attention to detail, and it doesn't hurt to have small hands. We started with removing the intake and intercooler pipes to gain access to the stock intercooler, in which we needed to remove the core support bolts and lean the radiator forward to get access to. Working to remove the stock turbo came with a challenging feat. After removing the downpipe and oil lines, we found that the 3 bolts that held the pedestal to the stock turbo required swivel sockets to gain access to. With the stock turbo and pedestal removed, we prepared the Turbonetics Turbo by bolting on the application-specific hardware, including a V-band exhaust flange adapter plus oil feed and drain fittings. The pedestal that Turbonetics includes is CNC cut and precision welded, featuring a better design that will make any future turbo removal much faster. Before installing the turbo, we clocked the exhaust angle to line up to the exhaust flange and left the compressor housing off to help reinstall the turbo. With the turbo and intercooler installed, we buttoned up the installation with an AEM air intake that comes as a direct fit system with all the needed hardware. Before we rolled the F-350 back on the dyno, we installed a custom tune that was supplied by Diablosport via their Predator handheld tuner. Simply plug in the Predator via the OBD2 port. Following the prompts, we selected the custom tune folder to load in the tune. Even though it is a custom tune, you can still take advantage of the modified tune features offered by Diablo. The tuner is easy to use and will take less than 10 minutes to completely install. With the F-350 strapped down to the dyno jet, we managed a new total of 289 horsepower and 500 foot-pounds of torque, with an increase of nearly 100 horsepower and 167 foot-pounds to the rear wheels. Thanks to Turbonetics, Diablosport and AEM, we now had more power than we would need for towing and street performance.